morning, gang. Welcome back to Our Wyoming Life. My name is Mike, and thanks for joining us today. Be sure to subscribe, follow along as we explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. Today's video brought to you by FBN, Farmers Business Network. Go check them out. There's a link right down in the description. And if you are a farmer or not a big farmer, you don't even have to be a big farmer. You can be a big farmer, you can be a small farmer, whatever you might be doing, maybe just a homesteader. There's lots of things that FBN can do for you. So click the link down below. Take a look at FBN.com and see how they can help you out with everything from animal input to vaccinations to land loans. Everything is right there on FBN.com. All right, guys, today we are getting started early, not really super early, because one of the first questions that I usually get asked when I tell people that I ranch in Northeast Wyoming is, how early do you have to get up in the morning every day to take care of all those animals? So we don't have milk cows, which would probably incorporate getting up a lot earlier than I do, but I do have kids. Therefore, I do have to get up early to make sure kids get on the bus and are on their way, but really my day doesn't start until we get them taken care of. Now, it used to be when we didn't have kids, we took care of animals first, ourselves second. Now you got kids, kids come first. Animals are second, ourselves are third. So I haven't had breakfast or anything yet today. First priority after we get the kids on the bus and out of here is to take care of animals. And that's what I'm bringing you along to do this morning. It's morning chores right here on Our Wyoming Life. Morning chores can start pretty much any time on the ranch. It's one of those things that has to be kind of fluid because anything could happen at any time. And one of the things I really like about morning chores is not only the fact that we get to go out and visit all the animals and make sure everybody's okay, but also it kind of gets me a little bit lined out for my day. Basically, what I try to do is block out at least a couple hours for morning chores. And even though they may not take 2 hours to get done, there's always things that you find along the way that you might want to make notes of, or you might want to say, hey, you know what, I'm going to fix this right now. My dad had a saying that if it's going to take less than 5 minutes to fix, just do it now. That way you get it done, and then you don't have to worry about it later or forget about it later. But that never happens, right? You never forget to do anything, at least I don't. I'm just kidding. So we actually get started every single morning with taking care of our steers. It's one of our very first priorities, mostly because that's how the ranch makes money. We sell beef and pork online, so obviously we want to really take care of the animals that are in the feedlots and eventually going to end up in your freezer or on your table. So what we have going on very first thing is we have feed that's actually pre-mixed. I actually mixed this yesterday, and this is our feed ration. We basically feed this to the cows every single day, and it's got corn and oats and barley in it. It also has FBN Grow Mix, which we talked about FBN a little while ago. FBN makes us a special grow mix that's full of amino acids and all kinds of minerals and stuff that these cows need. And we also put a thing called Clarifly into it, and that makes sure that we don't get as many flies in the feedlot. So basically, and you might have saw it on my hand when I was showing you there, is I have a ration for every single one of these group animals. So I know I have the A team and I have the B team, and we always try to keep our ration at about 3% of the total body weight of everybody in that pen. So right now, it's 140 pounds for the B team and 188 pounds for the A team. If you're really interested in knowing how we got these numbers, I'm sure we have some other videos out there that I can get you to that'll show you how we figure out our rations and all that kind of good stuff. But for now, we know what our numbers are supposed to be. We've actually filled some of these buckets. I kind of got bored yesterday for a few minutes and filled up some buckets after I filled up the bin. And so we're going to weigh some stuff out. We're going to figure out what's for the A team and what's for the B team. Like I said, 140 pounds for the B team, and it is important that you weigh it. You can eyeball it if you want to, but you know, every ration, every time you mix feed, anything like that, is always going to weigh different. So what I like to do is just make sure that I weigh it, because this bucket right here, it may hold 50 pounds one week. The next week it may be 40. So it just kind of depends on the moisture level of everything and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm going to weigh this stuff out. Oof, a little dusty in here. We get a whole lot of grain dust. So let's zero things out. Actually, I need to zero out with a bucket on it. 5 pounds. That's how much this thing weighs. So right there we've got 45 pounds. That's our first bucket. And that one's got 40 pounds in it. So now we're up to 85 pounds. Another 45 pounds. So there's 130. And we just need 10 more pounds to round out the B team, but I don't have an empty bucket, or do I? I know these buckets weigh like 2 pounds, so I'll just zero that out. There's 14. That gets us close enough. We can actually dump out just a little bit. All right. So now here in the back of the Gator, we've got the B team ration. I don't want to make a bunch of trips, so I'm actually going to stack some of this up. We know that's for the B team. Now we have to make 188 pounds for the A team. $45. Got some bigger buckets here. These buckets, by the way, are actually lick barrels from FBN, and we managed to reuse the container. So, all right, there's 60 pounds in this one. And now 180, and we just need 8 more pounds. There we go. Just dump into here. Cool. So here's our food for the A team and the B team, and I'm sure they're starving, so let's get over there and get them fed. The feedlot is where we finish all the animals on the ranch, or all the steers anyway. We also have our new pig area, which we just finished up. Still kind of semi in the works, actually. There's a few things that still need finished up on it completely, but there is pigs now in our pig pen, and we have more pigs coming this week as well, so that'll probably be our next video as we have more pigs arrive on the ranch. We're going to be swinging over and taking a look at our pigs and making sure everybody's okay over there after we get this stuff dropped off in our feedlot, which is right across the highway. A lot of people, when they come to visit for the very first time, they don't realize that the ranch is actually bisected by a state highway. That actually came about because back in the early days, the early 1900s, Highway 50, which bisects the ranch, was actually just a cattle trail at that time. It was used to move cows into Gillette, heading towards the feedlots that were in Gillette, or towards the sale barns that were there back in the early 1900s. So that 2-track quickly became a 4-track, and now it's a 70-mile-an-hour highway, which can make things a lot of fun sometimes. Over here with the A team, we're going to get these guys started. Again, 188 pounds going to these guys today. 60 pounds in each one of these big barrels. Here's some. And then we feed the B team. So I didn't mention that along with the corn, oats, and barley that's in here, there's actually hay as well. We grind our hay right directly into this feed, which forces these guys to eat the hay, which is the fiber that they need to be able to process the corn and other things that are in here. We definitely don't want anybody to bloat, and making them eat the hay along with it makes all the difference. It's considered a total mixed ration, and this is probably the hard way to do it. In fact, in a perfect world where money wasn't an object, we would actually have a TMR machine. And what that machine would do is mix everything up for us, store it just like the bin is storing stuff for us. And then it actually has a scale built into it and all kinds of other stuff where we could just drive along and dump out exactly how much these guys needed every day. It's on my wish list. Someday we'll get there. But for right now, doing it the hard way is the money saving way to do things. With those guys fed, we can actually head now back across the highway and into the barn. Where we can return our muck tubs and our buckets and all that kind of good stuff, because we're going to use them again tomorrow. And then we can head and take care of some more animals. So obviously the ranch is not just all about cows. There's chickens and ducks and geese and turkeys and all kinds of other animals that need their treats too. Just like Gus here and Ethel, who we're going to let out for the day. They're going to head out into the multi-species area. Come on, guys. Come on, Ethel. Not only the donkeys, but the alpacas need to go out as well. Hi, guys. Oh, let's let our friends by. See you later. Bye-bye. Going up. Follow your friends. And then our little ones here, we've got Cool Whip and Vanilla, the sheep, and Tallow, the goat. Tallow is our buck goat. He's giving the girl goats a little bit of a break right now. And they are actually getting stashed right now anyway, down here in what used to be the little pig's pen before we moved everybody around. So we're gonna put these guys down in here. Come on, little kids. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, Tallow. Come on. Good job. You guys don't need to be in here. Come on, guys. Everybody heads out to the multi-species area for the day. Eventually, donkeys are a little slower. Come on, you can do it. But eventually we all make it out. Well, they do. We're on to our next stop, which is going to be the pigs and our new pigs digs. We moved these guys on Monday during something what we called a work live stream, which was Erin's idea to actually do live streams where we bring you guys along to do something. It was kind of like a mix mash between a live stream and the project list, honestly. And like I said, it was her idea and a chance to kind of show you guys what we've got going on the ranch in real time. So we actually went through, showed you guys the new pig pen, and then moved the pigs into their new pig pen with your guys' help. So they are still in here, although the chickens are really liking hanging out with them as well. One of the problems that we've ran into is in this smaller area, with more pigs, they're kind of making a bigger mess of their food. We had actually removed the lid from their feeder, and that feeder holds 1 ton of feed. We took the lid off of it mostly because they were just pushing it up and making it stay anyway. We're gonna have to come up with a new lid device for that so it keeps it closed, so it keeps it inside the feeder instead of splashing all over the place. It looks like it's early enough that we are gonna, oh, you know who we forgot to check in on was? Our emus, who were actually decided to stay out last night, and they wanted to come over and say hi, or at least one of them did. She's just showing off, but apparently she's not that interested in us. We are gonna wake up some pigs. I noticed they're all sleeping in here. So we're gonna go in and cause some sort of ruckus and wake some pigs up and get them moving here this morning. Chickens, our main laying flock, I guess you wanna call it. They have already came out, and I'll show you their automatic door here in 1 second. But first, it's time for a wake-up call. Morning, guys. Morning. Hello. Wakey, wakey. Wakey, wakey. Nobody even wants to move. They are way too comfortable in here, guys. Hey, get up. It's morning. Maybe they're late sleepers. One of the things we get to do when we go around in the morning, and obviously checking on the animals, is we check on waters and we check on food as well. So we want to make sure that these guys have enough water in their tank, which they do, but it could probably be filled up at some point today. Other than that, everybody looks pretty good in here, except for Sleepy. Maybe they stay up late or something. Chickens are our next stop. And like I said, the big chickens are all out, but we do need to let out our baby chicks, which are actually down here, right behind the guardian turkeys, inside the chicken run. While the chickens have an automatic door that opens at sunrise, these guys do not. Actually, they do have an automatic door, it's just the batteries don't last but probably 5 minutes. So I can open them up manually, and out they come. And over they go to get something to eat. It's the reason that these guys are inside the chicken run is that they are little tiny, and they're still learning their place on the ranch. This automatic chicken door that I was telling you about, this is actually made by Pet NF. I got it on Amazon and I'm trying it out. It actually links to your phone. You have an app and you can open and close it. However, the app really doesn't work very good for me. But you can open and close it. It opens itself in the morning, and at night we have to come over and manually close it. You just push the down button and it just closes it just like that. In the morning, it goes up. And everybody can come out if they want to. We have late sleeping chickens too. So I stole the idea for the chicken house door for another door here on the ranch that's actually in the same building. And this is our chicken house, but it's also the goat house as well. The goats get a chance to live in here. So these guys have the same kind of door, except for it's manually open and closed. So all I have to do is pull a rope and out come all the goats, along with Petunia, our pot-bellied pig. There they are. While we're in here, I get a chance to introduce you to our newest goat. From all I've heard, her name is Squid. The name has been chosen. She's made an appearance in a live stream, but hi, Waffle. You want to be the star of the show too? This is Squid. Squid is almost a month old now, and was born, mom's right back there, over in the petting zoo. She was born in the petting zoo, and she's a rambunctious little thing. Doesn't really want to sit still at all, unlike these guys who want all the attention in the world. Hi, good morning. One of the best parts of the day is coming over and letting out the goats, especially when the weather's nice. You can sit down with them and relax, and take a little bit of a load off. Squid, how are you liking life in the goat pen? You like it here? She says she loves it here. And so do I. As we head inside the chicken house, we actually have to gather eggs today. So we're now inside. I'm gonna turn on some lights. I don't know how much they're gonna help. This is actually the goat area. This is where they stay at night, get a chance to hang out. The rest of the chicken house belongs to chickens. Those little tiny babies that we saw that came out, they're actually over on this side. Our main flock is over here. In here are the laying boxes. This is where we collect eggs every single day. Let's see how many we get today. One. I'm up to 40 already. By the way, this is not a chicken. This is a turkey that's decided she wants to be a chicken. So she hangs out in here. All right. Can I close this? Put your head in. Come on. Head in. Door closed. Lots of eggs today. I lost count at like 65 eggs or so. So that's what, a little over 5 dozen eggs. That's probably a little bit higher than average. We average right around 5 dozen eggs per day, but not bad. Not a bad place to be. And the weather's been nice here for the last few days, so it's a lot of eggs. We've got about 150 laying hens here on the ranch, so they definitely put out some eggs when they want to. Looks like the rest of the ranch is getting up and going this morning. Erin and Carrie are over working in the gardens already. We've got our eggs, and the one last thing that we need to do that we do every single day, at least a couple times a day actually, is go down and check the cows. The cows are down on summer pasture, which means that they could be anywhere up to about 6.5 miles from where we're at right now. So we're gonna head down, take a look at them, wrap up morning chores, and then, well, then I gotta get going on the rest of my day, which today includes finishing up the pig pen. I've got a few finishing touches to put on over there, and we've got small square bales to pick up. We've got even more to pick up, so we're gonna go get started on those today as well. So, next stop, the gator, and a little drive.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5, happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time, in case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list. Girl, you can skip this funny business, cause up there it's complicated and overrated, and down here everything is understated. That's alright by me, I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cool night. Yeah, you can keep your
And there they are, the real stars of the show. All the moms, this year's calves, including heifers that'll be staying in the herd, and steers that'll be going into the feedlot soon to get a bunch of yummies for themselves also. And Cracker Jack, who's just here. Hey, Cracker Jack. If you ask any farmer or rancher what time they get up in the morning, they're going to tell you it really doesn't matter. You can get up at 5:30, you can get up at 6:30, but really it's all about family. And for some weird reason, these guys become a part of your family as well, the animals on the ranch. While my human family comes first, these guys are very, very, very close second. Morning chores are something that not only have to be done, but I want to do them. It reconnects me every single day to the ranch and the animals and everything that matters, including you, because you're here with us along for this whole journey, along with Bambi here. And her cool new ear tag, check that out. Bambi. How you doing, girl? So that's it for me this morning. I am going to get back to work, like I said. We'll probably come back down and check these guys a little bit later, bring them a little bit of cake, make their day. But now we know everybody on the ranch is okay. Sometimes we call it a proof of life check, but really, it's not a proof of life check for the cows, or the goats, or the donkeys, emus, turkeys, pigs, whatever. It's a life check for us, because this is our life, and this is what's important to us. Thanks for hanging out once again, and be sure to subscribe, follow along, and explore the ranch life and escape your ordinary. You can also head on over to our website, ourwyominglife.com, where you can check out webcams along with beef, pork, beef jerky, honey, all kinds of other really cool things from the ranch that you can take back to your house. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time right here on Our Wyoming Life.